Hi, welcome to another episode of Montana Shares. I'm your host, Bill Crane. Today I have Sondra and Delaney from the Holter Museum of Art with me. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing great.
Pretty swell.
Pretty swell for a day that seems like it should be spring, and instead we're back in the thick of winter.
I'm calling it spring rain.
Spring rain, yeah, that's one way of looking at it. So, you're the curator of education at the Holter, correct?
Yes.
And what exactly does that entail?
Well, curator is kind of a museum term. And it has been historically, although you hear about it more now because of the internet. So basically a curator, like for example of lists on the internet, will take all of the information that's out there about a subject and pick either what they consider to be the best or the most popular and kind of put it together for you to look at so you don't have to shuffle through all of the information that's out there. Mm-hmm. Well, the curator of education kind of does that at the museum. So I plan education programs for adults and for children and for teens. I plan artist residencies, teaching residencies. We bring artists into the museum and they spend 2 weeks in Helena working with students in the Helena public schools at the museum, teaching them about their art and then also teaching hands-on activities for kids to make their own art in the style of that artist. I plan artist talks. So if there's an exhibition up at the museum, I will work with the artist to bring them in and make a presentation to the public about their work. And so anything related to education that happens at the museum, I sort of sift through and plan and present that to the public.
Okay, so speaking of exhibitions, what's new at the Holter? What's big coming up?
Well, the big exhibition that's coming up is Youth Electrum.
Okay.
So that's our annual exhibition of of kid artwork. Kid, meaning pre-K through high school. Mm-hmm. And so any school in Helena is invited to participate from, like I said, the preschools all the way up through high school, including the Christian schools, private schools, homeschoolers are encouraged to submit their work, and then it all goes up on display. So it's one of our most popular exhibitions that we have at the museum. It draws quite a big crowd, not only for the opening reception, but lots of tours, student tours, students that want to come in and see their work on the walls of the museum. Right. And then the public loves Youth Electrum. But right now we have some pretty exciting exhibitions. Pam Cohey, who is a painter from Hamilton, Montana, has a really beautiful exhibition in our Sherman Gallery of abstract encaustic work, which is she's painting with melted wax.
Which is my wife's favorite media.
It's really incredible.
No, it's great.
Yeah. So she's using 4 different types of processes in the exhibition. The work illustrates 4 different processes, and they're all very different and they're all really beautiful. She's very talented. I would recommend coming to see that, your wife especially.
Yes.
And then we have paintings by Steve Gluckert. He's using cattle marker, crayon, oil pastel, and Kino crayon. And these are monochromatic works in black and whites and grays, and he's illustrating the parable, the blind man and the elephant. And we've actually seen every 3rd grader in Helena who have come through the museum, and we've focused on that exhibition for their field experience. We're also featuring work of Montana and University of Montana and Montana State University faculty, art faculty. So there's a collection of work from professors working at our major universities.
So in theory, you've got some super high quality art there, right?
Yeah, we do. It's also very, that exhibition is very eclectic in that it represents lots of different kinds of mediums. So there's pencil drawing, there's ceramic, there's functional ceramic, and then there's sculptural ceramic, and there's photographs, there's prints, there's, I'd call it mixed media sculpture, is that what you'd call it? Made of fishing rods.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. We should probably just jump in with some basics here, because you've just talked about all these great things and people are going to want to know how can I go see them? How much does it cost? What are the hours? That type of thing. So let's hit some of those real simple basic things.
Well, first of all, I want everybody to know that the Holter Museum is our community's museum. We see ourselves as serving the Helena community and surrounding area, and we're free to the public all the time. So anytime our doors are open, you can come in, walk around for free. We accept donations, but it doesn't cost anything to come in. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 5:30, and then Sundays we're open from noon to 4. We're closed on Monday to the public. Staff is there working, but and we can schedule tours for that day, but we're closed to the public.
Okay. And I knew you were free, but I wanted you to say it too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
A lot of people don't know that.
Right. I think it's
Yeah.
really important that we talk about that, because that is one of the main attractions of the museum is you can just walk in, even if you've got 5 or 10 minutes at lunch and you want to just kind of see what's there and come back later. It's not like you've wasted money because you can come free both times.
Absolutely. I call it a creativity reset. You can
Yeah.
walk in, sit down, look at something, reset your brain,
Go back
leave, go
out.
off, and yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay, Delaney, you're on. So why are you involved with Holter?
Well, I've been involved in Holter stuff since I was really young. I've known Sondra since I was maybe in like the 2nd or 3rd grade, because the Holter used to collaborate with one of our Native American groups that I was part of when I was younger. And during my freshman year, Holter started ATTAC, which is the After School Teen Arts Council, and it was something I came to and I've been going to ever since.
So let's hear a little bit more about ATTAC then.
So like I said, it's the After School Teen Arts Council, and it's made up of high schoolers, and its main goal is to bring in high schoolers, and then we do projects and like help the community or focus on making works that help get our voice out there. So about a year ago, we made a mural for the United Way,
I know it.
and right now we're making sculptures for the library.
Okay.
And we frequently volunteer at like different Holter events, like selling cotton candy or working at classes, kind of just helping out whenever we can.
Great, excellent. Are there other things that teens can do there at the Holter?
Well, anyone can come to ATTAC. It's on Tuesdays after school from like 3:45 to like 5:30, 6-ish, whenever people leave. And anyone can come as long as they're a high schooler, or we even have some 8th graders, so like the older teen group. And we have frequent projects going on, and it's just a great time, and it's a great opportunity because we get to learn about like other different arts, and we get to make things that we would never have the opportunity to make.
Okay, so now we'll go off script. What's your favorite media, and what do you like to create with?
I'm an experimental animator before I'm anything,
Okay.
so I'm really into like making pictures move and creating works that evoke a sense of empathy in other people. But I like cartoons. I like anything.
Okay, cool. That was not what I expected. I was going to go with something more conventional. I like that.
Our teen group is really creative and really pretty passionate about advocating for the arts in our community. Downtown Helena is getting ready to decorate the electrical boxes that are downtown,
Right,
and many of our teens are submitting work to go on those. So like Delaney said, they help us out volunteering, but they're also out there putting their voice out there and advocating for the arts in our community.
I think public art is one of the more interesting aspects of art, because I met a guy over in Seattle at a workshop one time, and he said that's all he wants to do. He doesn't want any of his work to be just in a house where only a few people see it. He wants it to be out where everyone gets to see it and experience it, and I think that's a wonderful thought process as far as art goes, is to be out there for everyone.
Yeah, it is. It sort of, I don't know if normalize is the right word, but it makes art accessible to everyone. I mean, some people will tell us that, you know, they don't go to the museum because, you know, I might not get it, or, you know, there's a nervousness about coming in to a museum. I mean, we have white walls, and, you know, it's a pretty space and kind of minimal in the sense that there's, you know, it's not like home, it's more formal. And some people are uncomfortable with that or feel a discomfort with it. And, we just want to say that at the Holter, you might see something that's like way out there and you're like, I don't get it. But then you also might see the most beautiful, realistic oil painting you've ever seen. So our exhibitions change every 3 months, and we just encourage people to come in and visit. We're not scary. Once you're through the doors, you'll see what we mean.
Right. Yeah, I know I've lived here my whole life, and I never went to the Archie Bray until I was in my 20s or late 20s. And it's another great, really approachable place, fascinating place to walk the grounds. And you're in the same place. And you don't have to worry about getting art. Art is how it moves you and what your experience of
exactly.
it is. You don't have to understand it or anything. It's just like, what does it do to you? Because we all probably see the same piece of art. There's a million different views of it.
Exactly. So that's another thing that we do at the museum is, as the curator of education, I work with teachers and students and teaching them how to feel comfortable using art as a tool for discussion. So there's no right or wrong answer. It's what you think, and you can support that idea by what you see in the artwork. So what my idea may be different than Delaney's, and it may be different than yours, but we're all it's all valid because we can ground it in what we're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And once you know that and kind of experience it, you realize, for one thing, artists really like it if you don't get it. In some ways,
Mm-hmm.
they're like, we don't care if you get it, just come look at it.
Right.
So we encourage people to do that. One of our other teen programs that we have going on is called Art for Survival. And it just started this past Monday. It's a 6-week, actually it's going to be closer to a 5-week program because of spring break. But it's designed to have teens learn and practice their writing skills and art making skills and bring those together in ways that can help them navigate life.
Mm-hmm.
And we've done classes like this for adults too, and we just see, teens in our community are struggling, and that's probably true all across the nation, but we live in Helena, and the Holter Museum wants to be a part of supporting our young people and giving them outlets. And so we want them to see the Holter Museum as a place where they can come and hang out, and that they can come and also learn tools for navigating life.
Mm-hmm.
So that program's supported by Montana Arts Council, which we really appreciate. And we're super excited about it. We had 15 openings and we have 20 kids in the group, so
Excellent.
yeah.
That would be interesting to see what it brings out of that.
Yeah.
As a tool for communication. So let's talk a little bit about membership. Why membership? What do you get from membership? What does it do for the Holter?
Well, Delaney is a member.
Yes, I am.
I'm a member.
Yeah. Members, we are called the Holter Museum of Art, and a lot of people in our community and region think that we are endowed by this family, by the Holter family,
Mm-hmm.
which isn't true. They lent us their name because they were really active in getting the museum up and going, and they were okay with us calling the museum the Holter after them. But it's our members that sustain us. So
Mm-hmm.
becoming a member of the Holter helps us stay free and open to the public. And you get a lot of benefits for being a member. You get a free beer a month at Blackfoot Brewery, a free beer a month at 10 Mile, if you're into beer.
Mm-hmm.
If you prefer wine, there's the Hawthorne. You can get $1 off a drink there. You can get ice cream from Big Dipper, and these are all partners in the community that help give value to our membership. And if you take advantage of those, you actually can sort of pay off your membership, by things that you receive in the community. You also become a reciprocal member to over 750 museums across the nation, so you can take advantage of their member discounts and admission prices.
And is there still a benefit as far as a discount in the store?
Yes, thanks
okay.
for saying that. Yes, you still get 10% off in our store. And you also get special invitations to things and sneak previews to certain exhibitions and things that happen throughout the year.
And classes.
Oh, that's right. And thank you. And a member discount on classes,
Oh,
all of
okay.
our classes, including our Corks and Canvas.
Okay. Let's see, we have time. We should mention Corks
Corks
and
and
Canvas.
It's so fun. Corks and Canvas is basically our painting party. It happens the first Friday of each month, and it's just a chance for you to come out with your friends, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriends, and hang out on the first Friday and play in the paint with us. I'm often teaching it. I lead the group step by step through a painting. It's very low-key, non-threatening. You have no experience necessary. In fact, it's almost preferred. And you get a free glass of wine with your with the cost of the night. It's $35 for members and $40 for non-members, and that includes all of your materials and your first drink. And you can have beer or wine. That's why it's called Corks and Canvas. And then, of course, there's more to purchase. But this last week we did Van Gogh's Starry Night over the cathedral.
Okay.
So we kind of we channeled our inner Van Gogh and created this Starry Night, and added the Helena Cathedral to the foreground, and it was very fun.
And First Friday also sort of ties into the whole downtown First Friday, the galleries staying open and stuff like that.
Yes, the galleries and businesses are open. It's a great way to kind of get out and walk around downtown, grab some food. You know, of course, Corks and Canvas kind of is like the thing to do, if you ask us. But there's lots of cool stuff going on downtown.
Okay, well, great. I think that's a pretty good overview of what's going on with the Holter. And anything else you want to wrap up with? Anything else to add?
This weekend is KidWorks. It's our 26th annual Family Festival of the Arts. Starts at 10 and goes till 3, and kids from 3 to probably 8 to 10-year-olds absolutely love it. And there's going to be at least 7 projects to do, plus entertainment provided by local kids groups like Tiernan Irish Dance and Suzuki Violin, and yeah, it's
Excellent.
a fun time.
Wonderful. Well, thank you guys for coming on today. It's been a pleasure having you here. And I hope everyone will come out and visit the Holter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
any questions, just give us a call or pop in and say hey.
Okay, great. Thank you for tuning in today and learning more about the nonprofits that make our state great.